Let me know, traders. Is that okay? Thank you, Srinivasa, for confirming. Now, today we'll be looking at the market on a 5 minutes time frame itself because it's too bullish and volatile, things like that. But on a 5 minutes time frame, I marked this area. This is a resistance, and this zone we had marked previously. It was acting as a rejection zone. Once this level broke, this is acting as support. Market is holding on to this zone, and previously this area was acting as resistance. Once market broke, this area becomes the support. So just basic support and resistance level itself I have marked on this chart, nothing else. Okay, Karna sir, good evening. Adrian, good evening sir. SNK, good evening. Those of you who's not yet like the live stream, please do that. Support the channel. Now, as promised, by this month end, one course, maximum two course. One is support resistance related strategy. If time permits, within end of this month, option selling strategy. Both I'll be providing to you guys. So those who are interested, you can join our crypto community group, or absolutely free of cost. All you need to do is open account with Delta Exchange, right? You do that. Make sure your account is active, at least in recent 1 week, 2 week, at least you should have traded. If you keep the account idle, no use. All right. So we will give you access to the course as soon as it is launched. Definitely I'll announce. All right. Please mark all of these levels on the chart and keep. Okay. Now, one more thing here, I'm just looking at the liquidity area in the market. Okay, this already I've discussed about this. I've shared the link with you guys also. You see, in this the zone, market is kind of sideways. There's no liquidity. Liquidity is there at the bottom. Liquidity is there at the top. So in between where market is going to target next, upper level or lower level, that is something that we will wait and look at global market and then decide. Okay, so here why I marked this line is, you see, 1 second, I mark this line here and this line here, including the wick I have marked, so that this becomes a no trading zone as of now, right? So we'll look at global market data, we'll look at everything one by one, step by step, and then decide if there is any opportunity for us. Okay, all the index I'll discuss about gold also, if there is something interesting in gold, oil, S&P 500, Nasdaq, everything we will discuss. Just little time we will take. Dow Jones as of now, it's kind of slight negative opening. S&P 500, Nasdaq, we need to get the data. We'll wait for that. This is a sideways zone as of now. Okay. Sir, as you said, morning setup for crypto. That one I completely forgot, but from tomorrow, morning setup will be provided. Okay. Don't worry about that also. Please see gold also, as BTC is very much manipulative. See gold, mark the zone, right? This zone is the supporting zone. Market has not broken this level. As long as this level breaks, we cannot look into any, is this just a pullback or things like that. Still we need to get some clarity. Okay, but if you need, what I can do for gold is I can 3,330, 3,327, sorry, 3,330 to 3,337. This zone will be a crucial supporting zone in the market in case this is just a pullback. Okay, so as of now, this area market was acting as a resistance. You can see it has broken that level. Now this zone is acting as support. So near support we cannot plan for any bearish trade, so we just have to wait for any opportunity. So here this zone is there. You just mark this level and keep. We will see how market reacts at this zone. BTC, no that much of movement. Date. Just holding on. And let's go to Ethereum. In Ethereum, it is just trading in a tight range. We have a support zone here. We have the resistance zone here. And since market is making here lower, higher lows, higher highs, moving towards the upside, so this is kind of showing bullishness, but we will not participate in this. Directly at this zone only should we enter a bullish trade. It's not making sense for me, so I will avoid as of now. Until little more clarity we get, we will just wait. Today I'm switching to 5 minutes time frame, okay, because of volatility. Sir, Sol view. Solana, this zone is the support. This zone is the resistance zone. This week also we have to give importance. And in recent times there is no movement in Solana also. It is just making somewhat similar range. It's trying to be range bound here. If it comes here also, this zone, will it break or continuation, it will show and come to this zone. That we need to wait and see. In Solana as of now, just mark these levels. Market is in no trading zone itself. BTC, it has given a breakdown near this area. 18 seconds for this candle to close. Vinod Reddy sir, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Sir, you asked me to remind about what? It has given a closing here. So what we will see to do is place a sell order. Stop loss will maintain a small stop loss here. I copy this price, move down, position, stop loss. I will add this zone. So for this, entry is here, stop loss is above this candle, and target maybe so much we can try. Okay, the zone, I'll copy the price, move down, place the stop loss target. Okay, I place the entry. Okay, so small stop loss setup I have taken. Those who want to try, you can try with less quantity. I forgot to add funds. Prakash Mahadevan sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you're doing well. So S&P Dow Jones is kind of negative. S&P 500 is showing not too much negative, flat opening itself. Nasdaq is kind of holding. Now I have taken this trade completely based on the breakdown setup. Okay, I have not looked at the global market, what it is, how it is, where Dow Jones, S&P 500 and all is there. Okay, so this setup is okay. Stop loss is small. Based on that, I have taken this. We'll see how S&P 500, Nasdaq, where these levels are. Based on that, we will decide. Okay. There is a pullback. S&P 500 as of now, it's opened with a gap down. It's holding on to the lower level. So some people might think about closing their positions because of that little upside movement is possible. Reasonable stop loss only I have given for this trade. Target is close to 1200 points. Only reason is because market is volatile, and it has today only you can see how much movement market has done. So after such movement, making 1000 points correction is not a big thing for the market. So we'll see. This is the first setup how it goes. Dow Jones. Just give me a second, traders. I'll be back. This trade is, let it go as it is. Those who have just joined the live stream, say I've taken the entry here. Market is giving a pullback. In the future, if it goes below this zone, small stop loss here, you can look for bearish trade. Okay. Until then, maybe you can wait for some time. Sir, your update in Nifty free Telegram group is helpful and following from the last 4 months. Okay. As long as you're making use of it, happy for you. Prakash sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Option seller results. I will share that. Okay. Maybe are you there in the free crypto community group? If you're there, let me know. Maybe I'll ask the team to share the details there. Is this a false breakdown? But sellers pressure is there, traders. Now, since if you see the liquidity zone, here market is kind of volatile itself, right? At the upper level there is pressure, at the lower level there is kind of pressure. These are the pressure zones from where market can trap people, and people who have entered the trade sell, they might start exiting. Since it is in between, market might not be that volatile, or that big movement it cannot do the way how it did in the morning. Okay, but what we have noticed is there is a trend line here. This trend line is acting as a resistance area. This is the support zone. Market attracted some buyers here. After attracting buyers, it has come till the lower level. In case if it traps these people, fine. But in case here breakdown, anyone who's entered, if it's just trapping them, and then if it's moving little towards the downside, then it is fine. Too much of upside movement, little based on other things also we have to see, like Nasdaq and how are they performing, because they have opened with gap down. S&P 500 though nicely it is correcting. Not sure what is the Dow Jones also nicely it's holding on to the lower zone itself. What is this doing? Little above this trend line, I'll keep and see, that's it. Just to be on a safety purpose, no need to re-enter in case the movement continues. This red candle high, this one has tested once. Hopefully we will see how it turns out to be, because this was the recent correction zone. At this correction zone, market has come up to 786 level. It is facing rejection. So if it sustains below that, fine. If not, I'll give that stop loss and close. The fifth, this one will take. Still there, holding on, almost near the stop loss itself. There's no big movement in Dow Jones traders, but S&P 500 is kind of nicely, it is showing some bearishness. The rest of the things are fine. Nasdaq still here in TradingView, I'm not getting the data, so I'm waiting for that also to analyze the sentiment. Please share market view after 9:30 also, sir. 9:30? You mean night? You're speaking about Nifty, Bank Nifty morning 9:30? Just was trying to hold on. Stop loss taken. Okay. Support. Market has broken the support. I'll see how it sustains in this zone. Where is it? Hi bro, I'm newbie. Last 1 year I traded in NSE. I gained decent knowledge due to my profession. I'm not able to trade consistently. I'm planning to trade crypto. What things should I focus? See, focus on instruments in crypto which is more liquidity is there. For example, BTC, Ethereum. Focus on that itself at the initial stage. Okay. So this one, we'll see. I'm not taking any setup as of now. I mean fresh entry. Okay, S&P 500 holding, Dow Jones kind of starting to show some bullishness. Nasdaq, we will see. Nasdaq opening is a bit on the flatter note itself. So upside, will it move? Chances of market moving upside is kind of low itself. Zone. Wicks are the problem. Wick usually becomes a problem for us. We'll wait and see, traders. Sorry, I was on mute. To join your crypto group, login by your referral is mandatory. Yes. To get free access to our crypto community group, you have to open account with Delta Exchange using our link itself. Concern is about this only. This is still nowhere near any liquidity area. Market is just within a range. So based on this, how do I go about? That is the problem that we regularly have. If we come live at a specific time, maybe during that time setup only will not be there. Probability setup. So in this case, again, I'm considering this area as resistance. I'm placing the sell order. Who wants to wait, you can wait for some more time. Looking at this breakout, if you're worried to take a bearish trade, you can avoid. I'll be placing this entry. I'll see how this goes. Based on liquidity heat map, still market, is it going to move towards the upside liquidity or downside liquidity? It's a difficult thing to judge for us. Okay, so what we need to do, what at least I have planned to do, is find a sufficient range where I can plan my entry. So this has become the next zone. Little above that only I place the stop loss. Here market is finding it a bit difficult to break. So in case, how it trapped at the bottom, if this is a trap on top, then market will come off up to this zone. So from here again it will decide if these buyers are strong, it will move towards the upside. In case they are weak, it will break this zone. My target is below the zone itself. So hopefully we will see how market is behaving. US market though is not giving too much clarity. S&P 500 and all, gap down, what it has done, it has kind of recovered. It is also trying to fill the gap. So every index in the US market which was negative, slightly it is turning positive as well. And I have taken opposite direction trade. Breakout, market is holding, but this is the resistance area and this is a resistance area. If a wick is formed, if wick clears this stop loss level and then corrects, of course I have to book the loss for the trade. I have no other option, but at this point of time, this might just be an inducement for buyers to enter the market. We will see. Healthy pullback market has done, no doubt. This one, nice momentum, healthy pullback. How much momentum market has done? It is continuous green candles. 800 points is very good movement itself. So this candle slow, this is not able to break, this is not able to break. So one strong breakdown is required at this point of time. I'm having a doubt, sir. Intraday exchange and portfolio sheet shows but when we trade and close, it only shows P&L for closed. Does it include brokerage? It doesn't include brokerage. Brokerage will be in a different section. Your P&L for the trade will be in one section. Brokerage will be given in a separate section. Did I miss out on anyone's message? Hello, sir. Your analysis is great. How to get knowledge like you? Just keep looking at the market on a regular basis. I've been looking at the market for 10 years. Sai Lakshmi, welcome to the live stream. I could see a delay on price when it compared with Forex. See, what you're looking at is a spot chart. Okay, what we are looking at is the future chart. Of course, there might be some changes in the price values. Now here you can see after this level, market is finally able to break the zone and it has come for a retest. Hopefully it continues the downside move. If you see Divya, hello, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing good. Around 40 people watching, only 22 likes. Support the channel traders by liking the video. Only now bearishness is becoming a bit strong. But this is the supporting zone. This is just a retest area. Still 2.5 minutes is there. Hopefully it goes. Let me look at Nasdaq, though it's moving crazy towards the downside. It opened with a gap down, recovery, again movement towards the downside. But Nasdaq, I feel it's at the support zone. But we'll see how it goes. How many of you entered this trade along with me? Let me know. How was Indian market today, traders? How did things go in the Indian market? Missed entry, entered both. Okay. Let's come to the retest zone. Still, it's not giving a closing here. If it moves up, then I'll take the stop loss. If the downside movement continues, I'll take the profit. No complication. One pullback can happen. Maybe it can. Like I already said, pullback can happen any side. This is the liquidation areas. So market for liquidity, it can move down or up. Since market is holding on, slowly moving towards the downside, it's not able to break this previous resistance. I have taken this entry. Now let's say this trend line, market gave a breakout, it attracted buyers and it trapped them. From here, after trapping them, continuation can happen. It can happen. But what I will stick to, I'll stick to my risk reward. If stop loss hits, I'll give the stop loss. I will close without thinking too much. So we need, for every trade that we take, we need to have certain levels, right? So today you see, in Nifty's case, for example, the first trade what I took was this area, right? This zone I took. People who are there, you already know. Exactly here we entered, exactly the zone we booked, and here I did not take another trade. I knew this area can act as resistance. Why I did not take another trade? It is not that always we have to keep running behind money, right? Setup is there, visible, we'll look into it. And I had said only if there is a breakout here or in Bank Nifty, where is the other zone? Okay, first we'll see BTC. It's just going. So in I think Bank Nifty also, I think when it came to support zone also, I said Bank Nifty is near the support zone, be a bit careful. The second trade what I took, I waited for so long and then only I took this trade. Only 30 points was the target for me. This 30 points target and all, I think around 28 points market gave, and later the stop loss what was here, I just got it to 6 points. 20 points risk, I got it to 6 points, because 6 points is nothing. I just leave the 6 points. Instead of giving me 30 points, it can also give me, my target I think was 157. Okay, 25,100 strike price. It went to 133, 134. I said this is the zone where safe traders can book. So who booked, fine. By then I got my stop loss. I just left the trade as it is. Of course I could have booked around 20 points, 25 points there. For me that is not exciting. If trend happens, going along with the trend matters. So when we capture the trend, small profits or that we try to book very early, those profits, let's say for example I'm saying, maybe you will book 15 points, 10 points, like that you get scared and you exit. But I just leave that 10 points for the market. If you want to take the 10 points, 15 points, you take, no problem. But the day when you are giving me, give me 50, 80, 100 points. So when we do that, sometimes what happens when we have those profits that we make during that bigger moment that we capture, that will help us in maintaining profitability during the whole month also. That's very important. So first trade, decent profit, what we want, we got. On top of that, we just take 5 to 10 points risk. If we lose it, we lose. But it is important, not necessary everyone will think like me or a different person. And my job is to tell if this area is where is a safe zone for you to close. That is what I will tell. And it is up to you to take the decision. You want to close, not close. Now you see this breakout. Now it is acting as a pullback zone, and it has come back to cost. From here, if it goes and hits the stop loss, nothing can be done from my end. What I have decided, stop loss is this. This is the resistance zone. Above this only I place the stop loss. Now if market goes as per the view, I will get the profit. In case it doesn't, then of course I have to give that small loss. Majority of the time you just have to stick to 1:2 risk reward. Let's say in this case you stick to 1:2 risk reward. It is giving you 1:1. Quickly you get worried, you get your stop loss very close. Then how will things work out? Sometimes when you know there is a certain level, yes, there's a certain level above this, if market goes, I can get into trap. That is why I'm getting my stop loss very close, means that is fine. That makes sense. The first trade what I took here, I think here my expectation was it will reach 200, 25,000 call option. So once it reached 200 and it showed continuation, and I think it went up to 29, 210 also. I got my stop loss to 197. So my target was this. I got my stop loss to maximum because this was the resistance zone. So market respected the resistance and hit the stop loss. That time me bringing my stop loss very close is fine. No problem. Sir, how to avoid execution price more than market price while placing order? If you want, you can choose here, right? Here when you place an order, you can place a bracket order. Okay, in bracket order you can choose your entry point. So there you can, I made a basic video. If you're asking me about crypto, I've already discussed about that. Now this market though sideways, indecision. I'll just show something for you guys. You go here, gold, it is holding on to this range, but this area, you see it might try to form a W pattern if it is strong, okay, but this is the main supporting zone. If you're entering W pattern also, stop loss have to be here. You might try for 1:2 risk reward. That's entirely up to you, okay. So that's about gold. Nifty. In Nifty, what is your question actually? How do I avoid execution price more than the market price while placing order? See, when you go to place an order, right? Let's say you go here, you choose a strike price. I'll show that. Maybe I'll make a video and show. Okay. Because I have not opened zero there. When you click on buy, right? Let's say you have two options, buy or sell, right? When you click on buy, it will ask you how much lot size, everything. There you will have an option called market order, or it will be like what you said, right? that order will be there. So trigger order you keep it as. So when you place the order, it will be waiting for the trigger order. Simply what you have to do, you have to choose market order, and then if you execute, immediately your trade gets executed. Around 57 people watching the live stream, only 30 likes. Both the channel traders. Is it possible to add your referral code to an already existing account? I don't think so. You send a WhatsApp message, sir, to our number. We will check and let you know in case we can get you with us, right? WhatsApp number is, sorry, this keyboard, everything I placed somewhere else. Send WhatsApp message to this number and share your Delta Exchange user ID. Okay, if you have opened account on your own, right, without anyone else's referral, on your own, if you have opened, we will add you to the group. You take a screenshot of this phone number if you want. Okay, you can reach out to us. This go is getting too volatile. Fine, we will see how US market is performing. Nasdaq, yes, there was a quick fall, but it has kind of recovered. The area what I thought as a supporting zone only, Nasdaq is showing a reversal from there. That's fine. It might just be a pullback. S&P 500, no big move. Dow Jones, nothing. So this is going as per the view. Who wants to trail the stop loss, you can trail and go. Is there any news? Nothing important for us as of now. Sir, can you see my comments, please? What is your comment? Sir, where you said that you will share the result for BTC option selling. I was not in live at that time, and me and my friends are planning something. I know. You messaged me today, I think so, right? So you guys can decide, plan everything, you guys can do it, but first don't put too much pressure on me. I'll give you the strategy. You just see, I'll show you the results, some live trades I will show, how to execute everything, just like how I gave the old strategies. You see how is the results, and then every day we will discuss about how to plan our entry, what strike price we choose, everything clear cut I will explain there. Okay, so around 15-20 days continuously during the trade execution time. Okay, if I keep sharing the updates, maybe it can be useful for you guys for let's say 15 to 20 days. Then you can decide, and you want to increase the lot size or things like that, you can do it later. Too much market is holding. Maybe I think it's taken support here near 618 level. 618 level market has taken support. It has to go below this zone. Is it possible? Okay. Those of you watching the live stream, support the channel traders by liking the video. The more you support you give, even I'll be interested to share my view. Maybe I'll stay for a bit longer so we can take more trades and things like that. Market though holding on to this range for too long. Why is it holding? Because still where liquidity is there, where it wants to go, market is not yet decided. That is the problem. Is there, if there is any news or any negativeness in the global market situation, then market might at least tend to go along with that. Everything is kind of just trading within a range. Let's say Nasdaq around 200 to 400 points range. 250 to 300 points range. It is just consolidating within that. S&P 500 within just 20-30 points, it's consolidating. So that consolidation, that situation is transferred to BTC also. Just now you guys see oil, okay? So oil, this zone might act as a supporting area. Just note this, okay? I don't trade in oil and all, but based on price action, I'm saying this zone, if market holds or if it gives a breakdown here and quickly it starts moving towards the upside, it has potential of moving. Okay, so mark this zone in oil and keep traders. Gold though, this zone I was expecting, but it is showing some correction pullback. This zone, I said maybe you want to place stop loss, you can place and hold, because this is a zone. Below this only we have placed the stop loss. If you're too much worried about this, at the entry level itself right now, you can exit and wait for market to come to this zone and later show some correction. Why I'm saying this is because the main area where I'm thinking this market can correct is within this zone. Okay, so between 3,366 to 3,030, I said no, this zone. Until then, is it really going to give a big pullback? Is a 50% chance situation. That's why I'm saying. Do you see liquidity map? So in optional, I sometimes look at it. Okay, and based on that I will see, but I just see the change in open interest, where more call option writers, where put option writers, they are sitting, things like that. So based on that only I decide there. Earlier you said you will share setup in the morning itself. I've told that I forgot today. Little focus was there in Nifty's trade only, and I was traveling. So Monday, right? I was, by the time I come here, look into Nifty pre-market, share the update, by then only it took time. Tomorrow morning I will discuss. Come live morning also. Indian market we cannot come live, because there are some restrictions from SEBI, sir. Sir, is phone better or laptop for trading? I always prefer bigger screen for my trades. So that's what even I usually, maybe after looking at the setup, executing the order, everything, 99% I'll do it on my system itself. So in case I have any work, I need to go outside, things like that, only then what I will do, it's the same trades I'll start looking at in my mobile phone. But most of the execution, trading plan, setup plan, everything would have been done on a bigger screen. Once the trade is executed, maybe I can, when I'm walking, roaming around, if market is sideways, I just just look at the mobile phone. That's it. Breakout, pullback, holding on near the cost to cost zone. 618 level support. Here it is giving a pullback. Fine, I'll stick to the stop loss. What market decides, I'll go as per that. Is it possible to? Oh. Can you see that I've discussed liquidity heat map? There are certain websites. Now I'm not remembering the name. There are certain websites which provide these services. I have to check that. Previously, I used to look at it, but later I just ignored. I started to look at only open interest, change in open interest, those data only. How old am I? I'm 32. I started working in a corporate company when I was 21. And from the age 22, I'm looking at the market. So, of course, until 2016 and 17, until then, simultaneously, I was looking at both my salaried job and along with that, I was looking at the market. But after 2017, March or something, that is when I was more in, I stopped working for someone and started trading on my own. But before doing that, until 2013 to 2017, it was a roller coaster ride, definitely for me. Working in the company and then that time looking at the setup, that time basic things also. Where was this internet? It was not that cheap, right? That time, or so much learning also. YouTube was not that famous. Majority of the people came to YouTube only post 2018 19 when Geo became famous, right? 1 GB per day. So that time only more content and all those things started coming on YouTube. But for me, 2017, during that time, I don't think so much famous YouTube was, or I personally, I was not that much interested in YouTube, and content what was there on YouTube also was very low. So some foreigner I reached out to based on the suggestion by one of my friends, and from them I learned price action, right? So for that course also I had to take loan. Loan means credit. It was, imagine, about $899 that time, 2017-18. That time little hang of everything I got, and the way how they trained, all those things, we went ahead, learned for 1.5 years, 2 years, and then 2017 I quit my corporate job finally. If you know Hindi, it will be good for everyone. I can speak Hindi to a certain extent, but there are already many Hindi channels, right? Even I know if I can speak Hindi, and my basic Hindi, I know people will understand, and I can grow the channel minimum, let's say at least 200 300 views also I can get in. But my intention is not that. Already many Hindi channels are there. I want to support those people who do not know Hindi. Most people know English as a common language, right? So that's why people in South and all. Delta Exchange, is it legal in India? Yes, it is legal. Delta Exchange is FIU registered. That is why, see, anywhere, any broker, what you see, the funds in Delta Exchange, you put your money from directly from your bank account, right? It goes to their bank. From there, it converts to USD, and everything happens within this itself. There are other brokers where it goes somewhere, your funds, they have to release their funds, all those things and all. Is complicated, and that is something which I personally do not do. I think recently XNS, right, they have stopped adding people to new accounts and things like that. They might say server issue, but we all know what is the issue. Price action, stop loss hunting is much better. Support and resistance also, you have to look at support and resistance in a different perspective. Based on stop loss hunting, if you look at support and resistance, see here you see there is one problem here for us. What is this happening here? This area is acting as support, market is coming here, right? So this is a what kind of pattern? This is a bullish price action pattern where maybe market can give wrong side breakout and then recover. That possibility is there. Whoever is there in the live stream, now only I'm letting you know. Okay. So as much as possible, you can trail the stop loss and go. But since market has closed this level, then if I consider this as the support, then still market has space to move towards the downside. Either ways, we have to be a bit careful at the breakdown levels. Just note that point. P is very high in Delta Exchange. How do we reduce it? See, I'll tell you one thing. You're saying fees is high. When you go and take too much quantity, first decide, are you in a learning phase? If you're in learning phase, maybe you have to trade with just 25, 50 quantity. For that, what brokerage you give? You look for bigger targets. 1:2 minimum. It can go up to 1:3. Sorry, 1:3, 1:4. Once you get the trend, the moment what is happening, you try to capture that, right? That's what you can do. And when you capture, let's say you took 1:2 risk reward. Brokerage is, let's say for 100 quantity, it is $7. Okay, or let it be $10. But if you're holding on to the trend, you're capturing, let's say 900,000 points. At the initial stage, that is what you need to do when your quantity is less, right? Your lot size is less. You're just trading with 10 lots, 20 lots, 30 lots. You have to be ready to give that 1,500 rupees, whatever is the risk. And you need to try to capture 3,000, 4,000. So 3 to 4 times also you capture the trend. It will recover all the losses. Also, it will clear the brokerage and it will give you the profit that you want. If you are randomly, let's say your capacity, or generally I'm saying not specific to anyone, your capacity is to take risk of just 2,000 rupees, okay? But you are entering with 200, 300, 500 quantity, just 100 points movement will hit your stop loss. So you need to look into all those things, traders. Now, as you see, I'll just reduce the stop loss, okay, for this trade. And now market has come to the supporting zone. Who wants to book the profit, you can do it. That's entirely up to you. Again, if it is a pullback, playing games and all, it will be difficult. That's why I'm saying. Here, how much movement market is done? It's done close to 7, and here opportunity what we missed, here we got it, right? So that's why we need to see it. So for $100, what is which lot size is better? For $100, see, don't you have $100 capital, means you have to split it for 30 days, right? So 30 days you split means you just say you take 10 quantity if your capital is just 100. For that, funds required is with 50x leverage is $25. $25 is how much? So around 2,200 rupees. See, market has come to the support zone, it is holding on. Who's safe trader, you want to book close to 700 points, you could have booked. I marked the zone and kept. So this one is acting a bit weird, cranky. That's why I'm saying. Again, if it holds on to this range for longer, as long as it gives a closing below this, little bit pressure for us. What was I saying? Just trade with 10 quantity. Fund required is 25 USD. So 25 USD is how much? Maybe let's say 2,200 400 rupees. So 2,400 rupees per trade will be the capital. So based on that, how you grow your account, you see. If you have $100, let's say 8,000 rupees, entire amount can you put? That doesn't matter. How much risk you are ready to take, that only matters. Let's say you are ready to take only $10 risk or $12, 1,000 rupees. So with 8,000 rupees, 8 trades you make loss, done. You're done. That's it, right? So you should not think about what is the capital. You have to think about for 30 straight days, how much are you ready to lose every single day if you're taking one trade. For some people, let's say 1,000 rupees is the risk. For 30 days, it is 30,000. If you're ready to take 1,000 rupees risk every day, then go ahead. Trade with 10 quantity, 15 quantity, and try for big targets. Eventually, you will gain that. See, majority problem is getting fear of everything. Will this trade be profitable? Will it be this one loss? For every candle movement, you keep thinking, okay, will this breakdown happen? Will it continue or not? You have to take calculative risk. For example, this area is acting as support. Market came, took the support. Now it is showing some bearishness. So should I protect my capital? I get my stop loss here. So from here it continues. I will make that 1:2. If not 1:1. Why am I saying this zone? Because this is a supporting area. Here you can take the risk. At random places when market is moving here, before reaching the support only you exit, means when will you make the profit? You cannot make. So that one thing you note down. What is my live timing? It is 7 o'clock every day. Gold. I'll look into gold. Gold, there's no big interesting setup, traders. You see here, I was a bit skeptical about this one. Who wanted to exit here only, you exit, I said. I think this is the main zone. As long as market comes to this zone, little confidently taking bullish trade might be a problem. This is the supporting zone. Market is holding below the supporting zone. As of now, confidently in gold, I'm not thinking about entering, right? So I'll ignore that. This breakdown market has given traders. So after this breakdown, taking too much risk is not required. Sometimes this can be fake and market can just move up. That issues we will have. So what we can do is, see, again I will say, safe traders book now right away. Okay, you book, close the trade, you will be done for the day. This extra movement and all is just a buffer. Now it is a risk-free trade. Now whatever happens in this trade for me, what? Either $75 profit or $250 to $40 profit. So with that view I'm going. So see how it goes. Safe traders, quickly get your stop loss lower. Keep trailing and going. Get your stop loss here, wherever you want. Make sure your stop loss is lower range. This breakdown can fail, anything can happen, or it will give us the target. That is market decision. 3 minutes. 3 minute zone. Get the stop loss below this 3 minutes candle. This can be fake also. If it becomes fake, at least in this trade, I will make $149. So at least $149. Now chop, please tell me what is your setup. Did you book the profit? Are you holding on with me? If you are holding on, have you got your stop loss here? Very important. So do you have plan to continue the live stream further? I don't think so. Let this happen. Only thing I'm focusing on is, should I remove the stop loss and aim for bigger target up to this zone? But that becomes a bit risky for us. This only little 50-50 chance is there. From here only it can reverse or it can hit. How to select stock for intraday trading during live market. I made video on YouTube, sir. How to select stock. See, market is giving this pullback. Breakdown is trying to fail. See if it continues, fine. Or else we will close. Booked today's profit. Okay. Booked. Thank you. All right. So my stop triggered. Okay. Net to net, we have made a decent profit itself. Trailing stop loss hit. Now because of the selling pressure, it's okay. Now this we can get converted to fake breakout also. That's why stop loss we got up to this zone. So from here we have got the stop loss up to this zone. So here continuation possibility is there, but randomly don't take any trade until you get any solid confirmation. Okay. Because here the zone is support, market is just trying to act a bit weird. In case your stop loss is not yet hit, make your stop loss here above this candle. Look for this target. Okay. So I hope you guys learned something new today. I enjoyed the live stream. I hope you also enjoyed. I had good fun. Thank you everyone for participating in the live stream. One more setup again. If I find, I will share that in the group. Okay. If you're interested to join my crypto community group and get access to my upcoming courses, open account with Delta Exchange. The link is there in the pinned comment. All right, traders, thank you so much for participating in the live stream. I hope you had a good time. Good night. Take care. Bye bye. Before that, please ensure if you're taken the bearish trade, if your stop loss is not hit, wait until this zone. Okay, it's okay to give stop loss up to this to capture the bigger moment. For safe traders, already I have told when they have to exit. Who's holding, place the stop loss, you can kind of wait. All right, traders, thanks for participating. Good night. Take care. Bye bye.